Hey guys, it's Stephanie, and I have a bit of a book haul for you today. So I do have it split up. Some of these are books when I went to California to go visit my family, and some of these are books I bought myself for my birthday, and some of these are books I have been sent by the publisher. So I'm gonna do my thrift store California books first. The first one was a book that was recommended to me by Liz Schubert, and that is An American Marriage by Tayari Jones. And I know this book has been everywhere, and a lot of people have had a lot of great things to say about it. I haven't been reading a ton of literary fiction lately, so I kind of haven't been sure where to jump in with the newer literary stuff that's been coming out, but Liz said this was a lot of things that I liked, really well-written domestic story about a relationship. And I know this is about a married couple, and the husband gets arrested for a crime he did not commit, and that it is very well written and touching. I will say, unfortunately for me, my dad's dog did this to it. It's still readable, but the condition of it makes me sad. So this is one I really, really want to get to. And I was really excited that I found it at a thrift store. This is An American Marriage by Tayari Jones. The next one was a little odd, but I had heard a lot of really good things about it, and then I figured if I didn't like it, I bought it at a thrift store, so it's fine. It's not like I invested that much money into it. But it's The Last Mrs. Parrish by Constantine. And I have not had the best luck with domestic thrillers lately. This seems like a female talented Mr. Ripley, which again I'm not sure how I feel about, but I heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm trying to go in with an open mind. So we shall see how this goes. Hopefully. I used to love reading thrillers. I think I just haven't found one that works for me, so maybe this will be something that works for me. A few nonfiction books in this strange turn of events, but I picked up Halloween, From Pagan Ritual to Party Night, and of course, as you can imagine, this is the history of Halloween. And in a sentence that will shock nobody, I really like Halloween. I am very interested in where it came from and how it's evolved to what it is today. As much as I enjoyed it, I've never really gotten into the history of it, but I've been wanting to, and I know this was a book I specifically wanted to read last year in October and just didn't get around to it. So that is Halloween, From Pagan Ritual to Party Night. I also picked up Irrepressible, The Jazz Age Life of Henrietta Bingham by Emily Bingham. And this is Emily Bingham writing about her, I think, great aunt Henrietta, who was a wealthy socialite from the South during the Jazz Age. And it said she lived her life like an F. Scott Fitzgerald character. I'll just read it. Her love affairs with women made her the subject of derision and caused a doctor to try to cure her queerness, and the toxicity of judgment resulted in years of addiction and breakdowns. For the biographer Emily Bingham, the secret of who her great-aunt was and just why her story was concealed for so long led to Irrepressible. Henrietta was unforgettable in her own time, and her life serves as a stunning reminder of the stories lying buried in our own families. So this just seems really interesting, and I want to get to this. So that is Irrepressible, the Jazz Age Life of Henrietta Bingham. I also picked up my first Ruth Reichl book, and that is Comfort Me with Apples, More Adventures at the Table. This is a sequel to Tender at the Bone. I am not sure if it is imperative that I read Tender at the Bone first, so for all you Reichl heads out there, let me know if I need to pick up the first part of this before I jump into Comfort Me with Apples. I really enjoy food memoirs, and Ruth Reichl I know is like the top food memoirist. I believe she was a food critic, and I know she's written quite a few memoirs about her relationships with food. She's someone I've been wanting to check out for a very long time. So this is Comfort Me with Apples, More Adventures at the Table. And now for the two books I bought for my birthday from Barnes & Noble. The first one is a graphic novel that is Stephen King's Creepshow. I'm about to disappoint a lot of horror fans by letting you all know that I've only seen Creepshow 2, not Creepshow 1. So let me know if you think I should watch Creepshow before reading the graphic novel, or read the graphic novel and then watch Creepshow. Because I know like these are the stories that are in the anthology, and it was just so pretty. I had to have it. Speaking of really pretty, I had to have it. I picked up Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. The Martian Chronicles, I think so far is probably my favorite book I've read this year. I loved The Halloween Tree. I liked Fahrenheit 451. I will say out of all the ones I've read by him, that's probably like at the very bottom. But I really loved that. And I know this is a lot of people's favorite. A lot of people, when I mentioned The Halloween Tree, said that they reread Something Wicked This Way Comes every year in October. And so I know this is up there with his works. And I wanted this specific copy of Something Wicked This Way Comes, just with the subtle carnival theme and just like the big title in the middle. This is just what I wanted. So I will definitely be getting to this October. Don't let me forget. Now for books that were sent to me by publishers. I have 2 books that were sent to me from Turner Publications. And the first one is Diabhal by Kathleen Kaufman. And this is about, as the back says, the story of cults, exorcisms, and the devil in Los Angeles. And it's about this matriarchal cult that lives in a cul-de-sac in Venice Beach, which, if you're going to hide a matriarchal devil cult somewhere, I would definitely say Venice Beach is probably a great place to do that because no one would notice. But this is about like a 10-year-old girl who's like next in line to become one of the matriarchs, but she gets put into the foster care system. It's the exploration of the true nature of evil and how intention colors what our definition of wickedness truly is. So, see how this goes. It sounded really interesting. And another one that sounded so fun was 12 Nights at Rotter House by J.W. Ocker. And this is about a paranormal travel writer who is getting together with his old friend, and they have to spend 12 nights in the country's most haunted house. So I am liking that because it seems like their relationship is already strained, and I am interested to see how being in a haunted house further, puts that relationship to the test. And I don't know, listen, weird thing that I love in horror is like crazy circumstances really putting a fractured or relationships that are on the rocks to the test and having people really say the stuff that they talk around because of the situations that they are in. So I have a feeling we're going to have a bit of that in here. Also, I love haunted houses, and I am looking forward to this. So that is 12 Nights at Rotter House. I also got sent Kill Switch. This is a horror anthology edited by Dan Shaurette and Emerian Rich. This was sent to me by horroraddicts.net, and this is a indie horror anthology about technology gone wrong, which is something I'm interested in but haven't really read a ton of, and I'll be interested. I actually don't recognize any of the names on here, which is like hardcore indie, because I don't know who any of these people are, so I'm interested to see what comes of this. And it doesn't even seem like it's all AI stuff too. Like the first one's called Mobot, and it's about a lawnmower, so maybe it's gonna get all sinister. Anyway, so that is Kill Switch, a horror anthology. Oh, some very exciting book mail that I got. I was so excited, from Penguin Random House, was A Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. Also, this is absolutely gorgeous. I love this hot pink, and it's the hardcover. And look, I just love that like hot pink pop of color. So Riley Sager, I would say, has written some of the only thrillers I've really enjoyed recently. I loved Final Girls. Like, I loved Final Girls so much. The Last Time I Lied was a 3-star read for me, but I still really enjoyed the setup with the summer camp. He just writes these thrillers with these horror themes. And so this one has a little bit of a gothic twist with some Rosemary's Baby, but I don't think Rosemary's Baby in like the devil stuff, more in the old building with a sinister past part of Rosemary's Baby. And so this is about a house sitter who is house sitting in this old apartment building in New York. And I kept reading, but it's kind of just like, is there a ghost story? People disappear. It's got a weird history. And a lot of people have rated this pretty high. So I am really excited to get to this. I'm probably going to be getting to this right away. So I am really excited to get to this one. That is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. This is his latest thriller. Move Over Rosemary's Baby. Urban Paranoia has a deliciously gothic new address. That is that. Exciting. Anyway, guys, those are the books that I have bought recently. Let me know if you have thoughts and opinions on any of the books that I've hauled, or if you are, which books you are excited for. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.